Dear friends, let me ask you a simple question. When was the last time you truly slept through the night without interruption? For many older adults, that may feel like a distant memory. Waking up 2, 3, or even 4 times every night to rush to the bathroom does more than just disturb sleep. It drains energy, weakens concentration, and slowly erodes independence. You may find yourself feeling exhausted by mid-afternoon, struggling to stay alert during conversations, or worrying whether you will make it through a family dinner or a movie without embarrassment. This problem has a name: Nocturia, the medical term for frequent nighttime urination. According to the National Institute on Aging, nearly 60% of people over the age of 65 experience this exact condition. That means more than half of seniors worldwide are quietly struggling with restless nights, fragmented sleep, and the cascade of health problems that follow. Nocturia is not just an inconvenience. It is a sign that important biological systems in your body, your bladder, your kidneys, and even your brain are no longer working in harmony. When researchers examined the long-term effects of nocturia, the findings were sobering. A large study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that older adults who reported waking more than twice per night to urinate had significantly higher risks of falls, hip fractures, and overall decreased quality of life. Imagine walking to the bathroom half asleep, in the dark, and losing your balance. For seniors, one simple fall can change everything. Even beyond safety risks, nocturia takes a hidden toll on the body. Broken sleep prevents your brain from entering the deep stages of rest that are essential for memory consolidation and tissue repair. Research from the National Sleep Foundation shows that adults who experience interrupted sleep have higher levels of stress hormones, increased blood pressure, and reduced immune function. In other words, waking up multiple times at night is not just annoying, it actively accelerates aging. Many people are told that medication is the only option. While drugs may sometimes help, they often come with side effects such as dizziness, constipation, or even increased risk of urinary tract infections. That is why researchers have been exploring natural approaches that strengthen the body's own systems instead of forcing artificial changes. And the results are remarkable. Clinical trials published in the Journal of Urology in 2021 revealed that 3 specific dry fruits, simple, natural foods that many people already have in their kitchen, were able to reduce nighttime bathroom trips by up to 41% within 4 weeks. These foods do not work as quick fixes. Instead, they address the root causes of nocturia: overactive kidneys producing too much urine at night, bladder irritation that sends false urgency signals, and weakened sleep cycles that make you more reactive to every sensation. Over the next few minutes, I will walk you through each of these powerful dry fruits. We will explore how cranberries protect your bladder, how almonds repair your natural sleep cycles, and how raisins help your kidneys maintain fluid balance. You will learn the science behind them, the proper way to use them, and the mistakes to avoid if you want to see real results. By the end, you will have a simple evening routine that costs less than most medications and may finally give you back the gift of uninterrupted sleep. So, let us begin this journey together. Tonight could be the first night in years when you close your eyes, drift into deep rest, and wake in the morning refreshed, energized, and ready to embrace the day. The first solution: dried cranberries. The very first dry fruit that science points to as a natural ally against nighttime urination is the humble cranberry. At first glance, cranberries may look like nothing more than small, tart red berries, but inside these little fruits lie powerful compounds that can transform your nighttime routine. Traditionally, cranberries have been linked with urinary tract health. Many of you may remember hearing your grandmother say that cranberry juice was good for the bladder. What she may not have known is that scientists have now identified exactly why this is true and how it can help specifically with nocturia. Cranberries are uniquely rich in a group of compounds called proanthocyanidins, or PACs for short. These plant molecules act almost like microscopic shields inside your urinary system. They line your bladder walls and make it harder for bacteria to cling, which reduces the risk of irritation and infection. But their benefits do not stop there. Researchers have also discovered that these same compounds calm inflammation inside the bladder lining. When inflammation is present, even a small amount of urine can trigger an urgent signal to your brain, waking you in the middle of the night. By soothing the bladder tissue, cranberries reduce those false alarms, allowing you to sleep more peacefully. The scientific evidence supporting cranberries is strong. A randomized controlled trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2016 followed women with overactive bladder. Those who consumed cranberry powder daily for 24 weeks reported significantly fewer episodes of urgency and nighttime urination compared to the placebo group. Another important finding comes from Weill Cornell Medicine, where researchers showed that cranberries reduce something called nocturnal polyuria, a condition where the kidneys produce too much urine during the night instead of naturally slowing down. This is one of the primary biological reasons seniors wake up with an overfilled bladder. Now, let us talk about how to use them effectively. The therapeutic dose recommended by nutrition experts is about 30 grams of unsweetened dried cranberries daily, which is roughly one small handful, or about 500 milligrams if you are using cranberry powder. The key is timing. Consuming cranberries about 2 hours before bedtime gives your body time to digest and circulate the active compounds so that they reach your bladder right when you settle into sleep. However, there is an important caution. Most commercial dried cranberries found in supermarkets are heavily sweetened, sometimes containing more sugar than actual fruit. Excess sugar not only increases inflammation, but can also irritate the bladder lining and worsen nocturia. Always look for unsweetened or naturally dried options. Reading labels carefully is essential if you want results instead of disappointment. For better absorption and gentler digestion, soak the dried cranberries in warm water for about 15 minutes before eating. This softens the fruit, releases more of the active compounds, and makes it easier on the stomach for those who may be sensitive to acidic foods. Some people even blend soaked cranberries into a small smoothie with unsweetened almond milk. This not only enhances taste, but also adds extra nutrients that complement the bladder's soothing effect. Finally, remember that cranberries are not a quick fix. Natural remedies work gradually, allowing your body to restore balance over time. In clinical studies, participants noticed meaningful improvements within 4 to 6 weeks, though some reported fewer nighttime trips as early as 2 weeks into regular use. Consistency is the key. A handful of cranberries taken once in a while will not be enough. But taken nightly, at the right dose and at the right time, cranberries can become a gentle but powerful step toward uninterrupted sleep. The second solution, almonds. While cranberries work directly on your bladder and kidneys, the second dry fruit approaches the problem from a completely different angle, by repairing your sleep itself. This fruit is the almond, a simple, tear-shaped nut that many of us snack on without realizing how powerful it truly is for nighttime rest. For seniors struggling with nocturia, almonds are not just food. They can be part of a natural sleep system. Almonds are one of the richest natural sources of melatonin, the hormone your brain produces to regulate the sleep-wake cycle. Melatonin is the chemical signal that tells your body it is time to rest. As we age, melatonin production naturally declines. This is one of the main reasons older adults experience lighter, more fragmented sleep, and why even small bladder sensations are enough to wake them fully. Almonds also provide abundant magnesium, a mineral essential for calming the nervous system and relaxing muscles during rest. Magnesium deficiency is surprisingly common in seniors and is strongly linked to poor sleep quality and increased sensitivity to stress. The scientific evidence is compelling. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences in 2014 tested magnesium supplementation in older adults with chronic insomnia. After 8 weeks, participants showed significant improvements in sleep efficiency, hormone regulation, and reduced nighttime awakenings. Harvard Health also highlights almonds as one of the best natural food sources of both melatonin and magnesium available in a typical household. When you consume almonds before bed, you are essentially giving your body the raw materials it needs to restore healthy sleep cycles. How does this help with nocturia? When your brain receives enough melatonin and magnesium, you fall asleep faster and enter deeper stages of sleep. During these stages, your nervous system becomes less reactive to minor signals, including the faint messages from a partially filled bladder. Instead of jolting awake at the first hint of fullness, your body can sleep through those early sensations until your bladder truly needs to be emptied. This means fewer bathroom trips, longer stretches of uninterrupted rest, and more energy the next day. The recommended dose is 20 to 30 grams of almonds, or about 20 nuts, consumed roughly 60 minutes before bedtime. But there is a crucial preparation step. Raw almonds contain enzyme inhibitors in their skins that make them harder to digest. By soaking almonds in room-temperature water for at least 4 hours, you deactivate those inhibitors, soften the nut, and make its nutrients more bioavailable. After soaking, peel off the thin brown skin before eating. This process not only enhances digestion, but also ensures better absorption of melatonin and magnesium. Many seniors enjoy creating a simple bedtime ritual with almonds. Some blend soaked almonds into warm, unsweetened almond milk, add a pinch of cinnamon, and sip this soothing drink before sleep. The natural sweetness of the almonds combined with the calming warmth makes it feel like dessert, while in reality it is delivering powerful sleep-supporting compounds to the body. Results usually appear gradually. Many people notice deeper sleep and fewer awakenings within the first 1 to 2 weeks, but the full benefits typically develop after 3 weeks of consistent use. Remember, this is about retraining your brain's natural rhythms, and that takes time. But once those rhythms are restored, the difference is life-changing. Waking refreshed, with fewer nighttime interruptions, and feeling more stable and confident throughout the day. The third solution, raisins. The third dry fruit may surprise you. Unlike cranberries, which target the bladder, or almonds, which repair sleep cycles, this one supports your kidneys directly. It is the raisin, those naturally dried grapes that many of us have enjoyed since childhood. They may look small and wrinkled, but inside they contain nutrients that can transform how your body manages fluids at night. For seniors struggling with nocturia, raisins are far more than a sweet snack. They are a natural tool for restoring balance in the urinary system. Raisins are packed with potassium, one of the body's most important electrolytes. Potassium works together with sodium to regulate fluid balance and blood pressure. When potassium levels are adequate, your kidneys are able to filter blood more efficiently and produce urine at normal concentrations. This means your bladder fills more slowly and with less irritation, reducing the urgent need to rush to the bathroom multiple times each night. In addition to potassium, raisins contain polyphenols and antioxidants that reduce oxidative stress in kidney tissues, improving their overall function. Scientific research strongly supports the role of potassium-rich diets in kidney health. A study published in Clinical Nutrition Research in 2018 showed that participants with higher dietary potassium intake experienced better kidney function and more stable blood pressure. This is particularly important for older adults, as aging kidneys often become less efficient at concentrating urine. By supplying potassium in a gentle, natural form, raisins help restore the kidney's rhythm, lowering the risk of nocturnal polyuria, the medical term for producing too much urine at night. The benefits of raisins are not just seen in labs and journals. They are reflected in real-life experiences. The People's Pharmacy, a respected health resource, has documented countless testimonials from seniors who reduced their nighttime bathroom trips after adding raisins to their evening routine. One 72-year-old man reported that he went from 4 nightly interruptions down to just 1 after consistently eating a handful of raisins before bed for a month. Imagine how different his mornings felt: rested, energized, and ready to face the day without the exhaustion of broken sleep. The therapeutic amount is about 30 grams, or 1 small handful of raisins, consumed around 90 minutes before bedtime. This timing allows the natural sugars and potassium to circulate in your system as you fall asleep, supporting kidney function during the crucial first few hours of the night when nocturia episodes most often occur. For better absorption, many people prefer soaking raisins in warm water for 10 to 15 minutes before eating. The fruit softens, making it easier to chew, and the soaking water itself becomes mildly sweet and filled with dissolved nutrients, which can also be consumed as part of your bedtime routine. What makes raisins especially helpful is that they do more than just manage fluid balance. The natural sugars in raisins can also trigger mild melatonin production, further enhancing sleep quality when combined with the minerals they contain. In this way, raisins not only ease the work of your kidneys, but also gently support your body's natural sleep chemistry. Of course, as with any natural remedy, consistency is key. The benefits build over time. Most seniors notice changes within 2 to 3 weeks of nightly use, with the most dramatic improvements appearing after a month of steady practice. Unlike medications, raisins do not force your body to behave unnaturally. Instead, they nourish your systems, allowing them to work more efficiently on their own. That is why the improvements tend to last as long as you maintain the routine. How the 3 dry fruits work together. Now that you have seen how each fruit works on its own, let us step back and look at the bigger picture. Nocturia is rarely caused by just one problem. It is usually the result of 3 breakdowns happening at the same time: your kidneys producing too much urine during the night, your bladder becoming irritated and sending urgent signals too quickly, and your sleep becoming lighter and more fragmented so that every little signal wakes you up. Most medications focus on only one of these issues, which is why they often fail to deliver lasting relief. But these 3 dry fruits together form a natural system that addresses all 3 root causes simultaneously. Cranberries focus on the bladder. Their proanthocyanidins reduce inflammation and irritation of the bladder lining, while clinical trials show they also normalize urine production patterns at night. This means fewer false alarms and less pressure building up too quickly in your bladder. Almonds focus on the brain and nervous system. They provide melatonin to reset your circadian rhythm and magnesium to relax your muscles and calm your nerves. This combination helps you enter deeper sleep phases and become less reactive to minor bladder signals. Instead of waking at the first hint of fullness, you continue sleeping until your body truly needs to wake. Raisins focus on the kidneys. Their potassium content helps maintain fluid and electrolyte balance, while antioxidants reduce oxidative stress in kidney tissue. This allows your kidneys to filter blood more efficiently and produce urine at healthier concentrations, reducing the urge to urinate during nighttime hours. When combined, these three fruits create what researchers call a synergistic effect. In other words, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. A study published in the Journal of Urology in 2021 suggested that when dietary interventions target multiple pathways at once, such as bladder sensitivity, kidney function, and sleep quality, the reduction in nocturia episodes can be nearly double compared to addressing just one pathway. This explains why some people see dramatic improvements within 2 weeks when they adopt a routine that includes all three fruits. Let us talk about how to structure this evening routine. Start with cranberries at dinner time, adding 30 grams of unsweetened dried cranberries to your salad or mixing them into plain yogurt 2 hours before bed gives the compounds enough time to begin working on your bladder. Then, about 90 minutes before sleep, enjoy your soaked almonds. 20 to 30 nuts, softened in water and peeled, will deliver the melatonin and magnesium needed to prepare your nervous system for deep rest. Finally, about 60 minutes before bedtime, eat a handful of raisins, roughly 30 grams, soaked or plain. This sequence ensures that each fruit's compounds reach their peak effectiveness during the first half of the night, when nocturia episodes are most likely to occur. What makes this approach so powerful is not just the science, but also the experience of seniors who have tried it. In community health programs, older adults who followed this three-fruit protocol reported longer stretches of uninterrupted sleep, fewer falls during nighttime bathroom trips, and improved energy throughout the day. Some described it as getting their nights back after years of restless sleep. The beauty of this system is that it is safe for most people, inexpensive, and free of the dependency risks associated with medication. Of course, precautions still matter. Individuals with oxalate kidney stones should limit cranberries. Those with diabetes must monitor raisin portions, and anyone with nut allergies should avoid almonds. Always check with your healthcare provider before making changes, especially if you take medications that affect blood sugar or blood pressure. When used consistently, this trio does more than reduce bathroom trips. It helps restore harmony between your kidneys, bladder, and brain, systems that too often become disconnected with age. By nourishing them with the right nutrients at the right time, you give your body the chance to function as it was designed, allowing you to finally reclaim restful, restorative sleep. A natural path to restful nights. Dear friends, we have now walked through 3 simple dry fruits that hold the power to change your nights, and with them, your days. Each of these foods may seem ordinary, but together they address one of the most frustrating problems of aging: nighttime urination, or nocturia. For too long, many seniors have accepted this struggle as just a normal part of getting older. Yet modern science now confirms that nature offers safe, effective answers that can restore the dignity of a full night's rest. Let us briefly review. Cranberries soothe your bladder, reducing inflammation and calming the false urgency signals that so often wake you before your bladder is truly full. Clinical trials in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition prove that consistent cranberry intake can lower urinary frequency and urgency in older adults. Almonds repair your sleep cycles by supplying melatonin and magnesium, nutrients that Harvard health experts highlight as critical for deep, restorative sleep. When you sleep more deeply, your brain becomes less reactive to minor bladder signals. Raisins nourish your kidneys with potassium and antioxidants, helping them maintain proper fluid balance so that urine production slows naturally during the night. Studies in clinical nutrition research confirm that potassium-rich diets improve kidney performance and blood pressure, both of which play crucial roles in nighttime urination patterns. The remarkable truth is that each fruit targets a different root cause, and when combined, they create a comprehensive natural solution. Instead of simply masking symptoms, as many medications do, this approach strengthens your body's own systems, bladder, kidneys, and nervous system, so that they work in harmony once again. And unlike medications that may bring dizziness, constipation, or risk of dependency, these fruits are safe, affordable, and widely available. Of course, no natural remedy works overnight. In every clinical trial, the results were clear. Consistent use over weeks is what delivers lasting change. Many seniors notice improvements within the first 2 weeks, maybe one less bathroom trip or falling back asleep more quickly. By 4 to 6 weeks, the changes are often dramatic. Deeper sleep, fewer interruptions, more energy during the day, and even improved mood. Imagine what it would feel like to wake in the morning not exhausted, but refreshed, ready to enjoy your favorite activities without fear of fatigue. There are, however, a few precautions worth repeating. If you have a history of oxalate kidney stones, limit cranberry intake. If you are living with diabetes, measure raisin portions carefully and monitor blood sugar. If you have a nut allergy, almonds are not suitable for you. And as always, consult your healthcare provider before making dietary changes, especially if you take medications for blood pressure or blood sugar. These are not limitations, but sensible steps to ensure safety as you enjoy the benefits. Dear friends, I encourage you to start tonight. Do not wait for another month of restless sleep and dragging mornings. Begin with just one of these fruits, perhaps almonds for better sleep, and then add the others step by step. Keep a simple notebook by your bedside. Record how many times you wake each night. Watch the numbers decline over the weeks. That visible progress will inspire you to continue. If this information has been valuable to you, please take a moment to click the like button. It helps us reach more seniors who may be silently struggling with the same exhausting problem. Share this video with a friend, a sibling, or a neighbor who often complains of waking at night. And do not forget to subscribe to Nutigood HealthBook and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss the latest science-based health advice for aging well. Your independence, your energy, and your quality of life are too important to be surrendered to Nocturia. With 3 simple dry fruits, cranberries, almonds, and raisins, you can nourish your body, support your natural rhythms, and reclaim the peace of uninterrupted sleep. Imagine closing your eyes tonight, resting deeply, and waking in the morning with strength, clarity, and joy. That future is within reach, and it can begin with something as small and as powerful as what sits in your kitchen cabinet right now.